Hi guys, welcome back to Suzanne Wachtel, Living Your Best Life. This week's podcast is about trusting your gut, trusting your intuition, not doubting a feeling that you have within, your gut feeling, your instinct. More than not, we are conned. More than not, we are sold a bill of goods. So let's talk about trusting our guts and what that even means. So sometimes, you go through life and you just assume that everyone has your best interest, and you just assume that doctors, vets, people are doing really what's best for you. But the truth is, in today's world, and I think for forever in time, sometimes people are out for what's best for them, making a profit, taking advantage of a situation when you're vulnerable. So to give you an example, when I lived in New Jersey years and years ago, I went to a dentist, and the dentist said to me, now I had never had a cavity. I have very strong teeth, and I never had a cavity. And at the time I was maybe 32. And the dentist said, oh my goodness, after doing x-rays, you have, oh my God, a number of cavities, maybe 3, 4, 5, 6. I was like, oh my goodness. And we'll have to, give you fillings, and you'll come in this day and that day. Well, lo and behold, we sold our house. It was on the market, but it was taking a very long time to sell. So we sold the house, and now we had to suddenly move. And we moved to Long Island. And I found a dentist because I thought I had all these cavities that needed to be filled. And I made my appointment. And I went in and I said, I have all these cavities that need filling. And he said, what cavities? Thus, it was my first experience with being betrayed by a professional. So I did not have a cavity at all. And the dentist in New Jersey had lied and tried to rip me off, by doing cavity fillings that were not necessary. So that was my first experience with really not trusting authority, kind of questioning doctors, dentists, veterinarians, people selling things that were not necessary, from car insurance. It's called upselling. When people upsell, it means they're trying to make more money on their sale, and they're trying to take advantage of you. So you've got to listen to your gut. You've got to listen to what you think. Now, that first time with the dentist experience, I had no clue. I blindly trusted. And then time went on and years went on, and I've had a myriad of experiences, as have my friends, family, and patients, with professionals, trying to upsell and con you basically into believing what they're saying and not trusting your gut. So to give you an example, recently, we have a Rottweiler. My daughter, we inherit all her dogs, but this time it was a Rottweiler. And my husband got very into this dog, 100-pound dog, beautiful dog, sweet dog. Took it to the dog park every day to run and jump and play. And one day she must have jumped too high or, hurt her leg. So now she's limping, and of course, the concern is there. And my husband takes her to the vet, and the vet doesn't do an x-ray or anything. He just kind of touches her leg and says, oh yeah, you know what? Let me give you this paper. When you check out, the dog needs a $6,500 procedure for a surgery. And then you're going to have to pay for rehab. So we went from a fine dog, a playing dog in the park, to now a dog that's going to be surgery, caught, out of commission for months. Who knows what could happen when you start to, do procedures. And they had no qualms about recommending this procedure. Okay, so being that we didn't really trust these determinations, we went to second opinions. The second opinion was worse than the first. The vet said, well, let's do like a multitude of x-rays because these dogs get cancer. Okay, next, as soon as they said cancer, we're done. P.S. The end of the story is, with a lot of research and a gut feeling that the dog really was not that injured and did not need surgery, she has had, as of a few weeks ago, an injection into her knee. She does have a minor tear, and she's perfect. She'll need a little bit of water therapy, physical therapy, and the dog is as good as new. So when you lease a car, you go to pay at the end, you think you're walking away with $400 a month payment, and they all of a sudden it's $600. How did that happen? Oh, well, you're going to need tires, you're going to need an extra this, an extra that. They're upselling you. So you've got to trust your gut. Did you ever meet someone and there's just something wrong? You're like, that energy, toxic energy, there's something that's not sitting right. These are powerful intuitional signals that something's wrong, whether it's a professional in a white coat selling you a procedure, whether it's a person trying to be friendly and ingratiate themselves into your lives, whether it's a vet, a dentist, or even someone that you're dating or you're meeting in your new neighborhood. Be careful. Pay attention to that gut feeling, because that will tell you, is it safe? Is it not? And even if you're a little overreacting, it's always important to listen to your gut, listen to your intuition, pay attention. And even if you're wrong, I'd rather you be safe than sorry. So today's podcast is really listen to your fucking gut feeling and don't doubt it, because that is your brain's way, your spiritual way of knowing if there's something off. All right, so have a beautiful day, guys, and really pay attention to your intuition and your feelings, because they really matter and they're very powerful. Namaste. Mwah. Have a beautiful day. Bye.